Okay, so just to remind you guys, even though because of how the events unfolded, you always end up without shards, but now that you have a little more control and spending more time with them, even though you don't have the shards, I'm gonna say that you can use their power to still summon events if you go to a place, or summon memories if you do them on a specific person. So I'm gonna say that you can probably, while you do not have shards right now, I'm gonna let you do it 2 times. You can do that thing for 2 events, and it's up to you guys when you do it. But you have to
Alexander
be
uses
together
his weapons.
in order to do it. That's my only condition.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, Roderick left in the middle of the night.
I literally left a note like on Alexander's face, like just put it on there.
Perfect.
Roderick leaving us again. Oh god.
No, I tell you where I'm going. I tell you I'm going through the past to see my kingdom.
You're gonna make it there without any problems. On the way, you'll be greeted by nothing but a huge battlefield, scorched earth, and remains, bones.
Is there a tattered Endor banner? Because he's gonna pick that up and take it.
Oh yeah, when you walk towards your kingdom, amongst the remains, you'll find a few banners that you can take.
Yeah, he's gonna take those.
Unfortunately, nothing else remains of your kingdom. There's nothing.
There's like no buildings. There's like the city's just like not
Everything has been leveled.
there.
Even the giant palace was destroyed. It lies in rubble.
All right.
You're in an endless wasteland. There's no animals. There's no wildlife. There's nothing.
He's just gonna sit in the rubble.
No,
He's just gonna.
that's
And he's
what-
gonna like.
Aw.
Well, he's gonna plant the banner, you know, like, and he's gonna pile rocks, and he's gonna like go back to the battlefield, find something that's like kind of Ender in make of a sword, and he's gonna put like sword, like, you know, like he's gonna make a small monument basically to his kingdom of what it used to be.
You hear the necromancer's voice in your head, Roderick, and she just says you have to let go.
He tells her, you know, I will after this. And he's like, then he plants the banner, looks at it, gonna pray to all the dead people of his kingdom, and then he's gonna let go.
Since you're more attuned to death, you can still feel their spirits. They're wandering lost among the battlefield. But because of what you just did, it seems to have given them a little more peace of mind. They're gathering around the little monument you made for them.
Can I not send them, like, on their way to the afterlife?
No, and unfortunately, they seem to be acting on a instinctive level. They do not have intelligence. They simply walk around it like lost souls. But slowly you feel like the burden on their souls is lifting. So eventually they will be purified and move on.
Yeah, and he's just gonna. It's hard for him, but he's gonna spend the rest of the night, like, he's gonna let go. He has to. She's right. You can't stop dwelling. You can't bring them back.
Nope.
So yeah, he lets go.
So yeah, you left behind the palace the guys that you need to bring to the necromancer, but it's okay, it's all good.
Oh, I'm not going to the necromancer. I'm going back to the palace.
Ah,
He just
okay.
had to see the king. He just had to see his kingdom, you know.
Okay,
You know, we
okay.
would have passed through there on our way to Necromancer, right?
Yeah, but fuck it, he can have his moment. I mean,
What?
he
Yeah,
deserves
why?
it, so...
Because honestly, I don't want he wants to be alone. Also, like Alexander would try to put a light on things, and then Talia
Yeah.
like, "Hey, suck it up," and he's just like, "No, he has
I
to do this
totally get it.
himself."
Yeah, Roderick's got a
you
point.
you
Roderick's
misunderstand,
definitely got a
Alex.
point. So yeah, let's say by dawnbreak, Roderick has made his way back.
By the way, while that's happening, me and Talila are probably going. It's like, Talila, you wanted to go and see that druid, right? Let's go see her. And on the way, I'm just going to check, see if there's any Vindar stores anywhere or any traders.
Oh yeah, you can find a lot of stores selling tech from your city.
What is this? Why have you brought a Snuggle? I'm just going to go up and ask. It's like, And I'm gonna speak in my native language, of course. There he goes, Shalom.
He answers in your native language. What do you want, friend? Step up, step up. Best prices everywhere. Buy some, buy some.
I just wanted to ask, how is Vindar these days? I haven't been back in a while.
People there are still restless because of what happened with the occupation forces and whatnot. But hey, we're managing. It's all good.
Occupation forces?
What? You just came off a boat or something, friend? You know, all the Eastern Kingdom started fighting each other like fucking assholes. Good thing the hero of Emerald put a stop to that. A lot of people don't agree with what he did, but hey, I'd rather be under his thumb than all the kingdoms slaughtering each other again.
How did anybody ever try to fight Vindar in the middle of a desert?
You'd be surprised, friend. You'd be surprised. The other kingdoms have been holding out on us. They're not as stupid as we thought.
I did hear about this one rumor, a woman who stood out somewhat.
He looks under his counter and checks a small piece of paper. Oh. He shows it to you and it's your head and there's a price under it saying 100,000 gold. There's after that there's dead or alive, but the dead is scratched out.
Why did she... Alexander's just like, why did she add the dead after it? Is it...
I don't
it's
know,
just generic
but hey,
copy?
your head's worth a lot, so hey, look over there, and then he tries to cuff you.
Alexander just avoids it. I suspect he's just a normal dude, so Alexander's like...
Oh yeah, he's just a normal dude trying to make a quick buck.
It's like, do you really think that would have worked?
Darn it! He
Don't tell her you
honestly
saw me.
thought that would work. That was his best trick. He spent advanced point in that leveling up.
He's gonna go, you know, if you tell her, you'd probably get a nice reward. That you saw me here.
Nah, if you guys already tried that. She really made them pay for it. They were lying, so, you know.
Hmm. You wouldn't happen to know that she's, where she is right now? Back in the city, I hope?
Nah, from what I hear, she's all over the place. Apparently, she finds a way to get around very fast.
I don't know how that
Congratulations, your
is.
sister's gonna come find you.
No. We only have 2 hours, it's not enough time for that. But yeah, he's gonna go over to Lena now, it's like...
Oh,
See ya.
hey, before you go,
Hmm?
can I have an autograph? Since there's such a price on your head, you must be famous, right?
Don't
You're gonna try the
encourage
cuffs
him.
again, aren't you?
No.
Yes. Roger just looks at him and says, "Oh, I'm not back. Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
probably not there yet."
You're
It's
dead,
like,
it's fine.
It's like, do you promise not to use the cuffs?
I make no promises, I'm a merchant.
That seems fair.
He just goes, it's like, you know what? I'll see you later.
Oh.
Oh.
And I was gonna sell that to what a cheapskate.
He's just gonna wander off. I suspect he was saying like little baubles of like no one in his city's ever seen. Like, oh, check out this lava lamp.
So I say, like, you. What did you? I just ask him. What did you do to be wanted so much?
It's not what I did, it's what I am.
And
Roger, do you have any siblings?
I
That's
saw
a
him
siblings?
silent
very
at that.
insensitive question, I think.
Yeah, he changes it. Had any siblings?
Yes, that's slightly less insensitive.
I had he sighs. I had a couple. Yes.
Were you younger than these siblings, or the older one?
I was the oldest.
Then you should know how much you dote on your younger siblings. Let's
He
just
shrugs his
say
shoulders.
a certain person dotes on me too much.
The merchant yells
100,000
from the
gold's worth.
distance. His sister has a broken.
Shut up!
Has a what?
Nothing,
I
it's
look
in my
at
native
us.
language.
She's basically infatuated with her younger brother. in
Oh,
a very
jeez.
naughty way.
So
Uh,
incest.
that makes sense. I knew you kept it in the family, Alexander.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not how. That's not how things work. That's all her, not me. That's why I
So,
went.
considering we're kind of in a rush, are you guys gonna do something or?
Yeah, we gotta go and
No.
see the druid quickly.
No, I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the street for the entire session. That's all I'm doing.
That doesn't help much.
I know.
Talila, let's go. It's like, you know what? This conversation is getting awkward. Let's go, Talila. And he's gonna run off towards the tower.
By the way, between, like, how can I picture this in your head? Towards the northwest area is the Village of Heroes. Further down west is the Necromancer Tower. And if you go south of the Village of Heroes is the Druid's Tower. If you guys can picture it like that.
Oh, so we have to go west. All right, let's.
Mhm.
I'm
Alright,
gonna look at
so-
them and say, if Alexander's about to move on, I grab him by the cuff and drag him back, and I'm like holding him up. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna need to get a lot of food. A lot.
What?
I'm gonna drop him.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. You know, we're just gonna see the tower, and then we're gonna go to the Village of Heroes, and we'll do your thing.
Tower is 2 weeks. Is a week away.
Week away, yeah. So actually the Village of Heroes is about 6 days away.
That's a
And
week.
the Druidic is 5 weeks, 5 days away.
So I tell her
What?
it is 5 weeks. I mean, 5. It is
Days.
a week away.
Yeah, it's gonna
What if
take a
we
while.
get
So you
horses?
better bring some food.
Would it be faster to get horses?
Yeah.
Talila, you can get
I'm-
horses, right?
I'm also gonna say, you do realize the horses have to eat as well, and there's nothing to eat in the west.
Yeah,
I
literally
thought horses
nothing.
ate grass.
There is
There's
no
nothing.
grass.
Nothing.
I've seen horses like 3 times in my entire life. Shut up.
The
Where we come from, they're just
the
giant
merchant
lizards.
called convenient plot device says, "I'll give you everything you need for a small price. Come on, let's make a deal."
Does he open his jacket and says, "Come here, stranger.
No, what are you buying?
What
No.
you buying?"
And
So glad
considering
someone gets that
this is the
reference.
big finale and you guys are probably rolling in the dough, he's just gonna give you everything you need.
All right. well,
Cha-ching.
I tell
For you, Roderick gives you a very special horse. It has been bred by only the strongest breeds, and from life, it has been suckling on a titty that just spews out steroids and nothing else.
Oh, so
In
it's
other
like
words,
a,
he's
it's like
giving
a.
you a workhorse. you know,
Geez,
for
what are those
farms.
horses? What are those horses? The Clydesdale. It's a Clydesdale. It's fucking gigantic.
Yeah, that's what you get.
It's a
So
fucking
it can
war horse.
support
No,
your very muscular frame.
well, it's a war horse. That's what they're made to do. Yeah. So I mean,
The horse like walks up to Roderick, and as soon as he licks you with your tongue, your armor immediately gets shinier and more manlier somehow because of all the testosterone. And the horse is like, "Do you even lift, bro?"
I lift the horse in response. Fuck you. Sorry, I can't hear you. I've lifted too much. Anyway, I get on the horse. And Roderick's actually like he's an expert. He
Oh, yeah.
rode with the cavalry, the huge
Yeah.
charges of knights and stuff. So he's like a expert. He probably sees Alexander. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Roderick, Alexander, do you know what a horse is? And how it's used?
Actually, I'm gonna say he probably doesn't.
As
It's like riding a
as-
giant lizard, right?
No, this is what's gonna happen. As like he's clinging to the back of the horse, you just see Roderick making the horse prance in front of him. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Are you
So-
making the horse
Yeah,
walk backwards as well, just to show how cool you are?
Yeah, I'm just making him like just show off in front of Alex, cause fuck you, Alex.
Alexander, your horse looks towards you and then looks away from you. He doesn't seem impressed.
Talila,
Mm.
he was planning on letting Talila ride on the back of his horse, but he's like, "Could you?
Bro, I
Maybe-
can just fly.
You get tired.
But I
bro.
need you." It's like the horse won't listen to me.
The horse likes Taliwa, by the way.
Bye.
Talila, please.
Are you
As soon as Talua gets on, the horse starts dashing off. He doesn't want Alexander to get on.
Ah!
Ride my trusty steed.
I'm faster than you, horse.
I
In your
just
dreams.
I just pat my horse's neck and say, "Well, let's go." And he's
He
gonna
goes,
kick it.
"Whee!"
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna start galloping off after them.
Your host, Dude Brody, immediately gallops away.
It's the manliest horse.
Dude Brody and Roderick, the best combo.
Yeah.
Anyway, even though this doesn't really fit what you guys are seeing, bear with me. Because like I said, it's a wasteland, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, nice wasteland.
there's one exception, and it's around the druidic tower, where the druid is. There's a little lush greenery there, but very little. And that's about it. So, where do you guys wanna go first?
Well, which one's on the way to the? Is the hero village on the way to
Both
the
the
tower?
druidic tower and the hero village are a little ways off from the necromancer tower. They're closer to get to on the way. Actually, no, wait. No, the hero village is supposed to be to the very far northwest side because of the giants back in the day. So actually, here's how it is: the druidic tower is the closest, then the necromancer tower, then the village of heroes. My bad.
I mean, Alexander can just fly there in a day because of Tiliva, but I'm just
So yeah, do you guys want to head to the necromancer, the druid?
let's do the druid
Well,
first, and then we're gonna go.
necromancers.
And then we're gonna go to the necromancer, and I'm probably gonna just tell Alex you need to go see something in the north, and I'm gonna point it out on the map.
Well,
okay.
you know, the village of heroes is closer than the tower, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No, I messed that up. The village of
Oh.
heroes is to the very far northwest because
'Cause remember the
it
village
was
was
built
founded
there
by
in order to
heroes.
stop the giants' advance back in the day. So the necromancer
then,
tower
so
is
tower.
actually closer.
To the tower.
And the tower's in the air, right?
No,
No?
it just
No.
pierces the heavens. It's that
God,
fucking
it's
gigantic.
it's
Oh,
fucking.
oh.
It's just huge and super tall.
I don't know
There's
why,
a-
but I imagine they were floating. I don't know why.
There's a lot of
Well.
plant-like monsters and whatnot, but when they see Taliwa is with them, everything just backs off and gives you passage inside the tower.
Aha.
Alexander's like, why do I have a feeling like we would have faced those if you weren't with us?
Because they look.
Eventually, you guys make it inside the tower, and it's not an easy trip up, but some of the vines actually help you get towards the top. You have no idea how far you are in the air inside the tower, but your ears are popping. Apart
Yeah,
from
Roger
no ears.
has like no problem like just walking. Everybody else is like, he's like, come on, it's not that hard.
So yeah, eventually you guys are standing before one of the druids of Seven Sanctum. The human who actually nurtured nature and became a druid. The only human druid in existence. And
Who
she
has
has
a
slowly
devotion to
been
clothes?
and she has only slowly started being corrupted by the power, just like your mother was, Taliwa. She seems more tree than human at this point. The picture looks more human, but imagine it the other way around. She seems to be spacing out and a little out of it, just like your mother was in her final days. But when she senses your presence, Taliwa, she starts bringing her arms forward, trying to reach for you, like she's trying to grab you. But you're obviously far away from her, so she is unable to move. Her legs finish as roots. She can't move.
I'll walk up to her and hold her hand.
As you
I'll
get
clasp both of my hands
closer,
around her.
as you get closer, she wraps her arms around you and hugs you closer between her breasts. You feel an intense amount of fear and distress inside her. She's scared. She doesn't want to die. She doesn't want to become one with nature as your mother did. She's scared for her life and confused. And you feel immense loneliness. She's all alone.
Is there any way I could try to soothe her?
Just holding you in her arms seems to make her feel better. She's actually crying.
Aw.
I don't want
Arch.
to be alone. Please, don't leave me.
It's not like I have a choice.
By the way, Talua, the necklace around your neck, ever since you spent the power, has been feeding off of your druidic powers. Keep in mind that
Mhm.
necklace helped prolong your mother's life.
Ah, yeah.
But it
Give it.
is a family heirloom on the other hand.
Just give it. Be selfless.
Please, stay with me. She's holding you closer. She's holding you so tight it almost hurts. Basically, she's afraid is that if she lets go, you're going to disappear and she'll be all alone again.
I'm gonna look down at my necklace and take a deep sigh. I really don't want to give this up, but you need this more than I do. I take off the necklace and then put it around her neck.
As you do, she seems to calm down for a little bit. Her grip on you lessens a little bit. She's not holding you as tight as before. She seems to calm down and sits down.
Feeling better?
She seems to be lost in her mind right now, but you definitely feel that she's feeling a little bit better, and that's probably gonna prolong her life for a while. You don't know how much considering how strong she is, but hopefully it's gonna be a while. um, the vines and the nature around this place starts flowing inside you, and your druidic powers grow stronger.
Oh.
You can now feel the entire world through the life energy and nature. But considering most of this world is destroyed and doesn't have nature anymore, that's not saying too much.
Hmm.
Also, you grow another tail if you want, as a sign of your power.
Yeah!
Power.
Power!
You now have better control over the earth element, and you can no longer fuck up when you use earth powers.
Oh, thank God.
That's just Earth, though. I like using fire.
Fire!
Fire!
Yeah, she seems like she's gone in a deep slumber, and when druids like that go into slumber, it usually takes years, maybe even decades. So
Hang on,
she's
guys.
not gonna be waking up for a while.
We're not only gonna need
Hang on, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. My mom needs me.
Okay.
He will hobble over.
I need to think of it.
Tell I'm making all the difficult choices, so no.
I know, why me?
You keep sacrificing so much.
No.
So since there's nothing left for you guys to do, I'm gonna assume that you'll just move on, and we'll see where you guys go next. Don't worry about it. Anyway, moving on. So you guys are gonna make your way to the Necromancer Tower next.
Mm-hmm.
If it's closer, sure.
Okay then.
First, though, once we reach the base, I'm gonna ask Tally to turn into a dragon and fly Alexander to the hero village.
I don't know what you said because you were eating, but
Oh.
okay.
Just do the tower description once we're outside, and then I'm gonna talk to
No.
Tally.
Why is this here? Why is this tower here?
Cameo!
No!
And this is the Necromancer's Tower. Because
Watch
of
out for
all
roses, they're
spilled
dangerous.
blood, there's a field of roses. How poetic.
Mm-hmm.
The black tower.
So we heading
oh,
up?
shit.
No, because Roger's gonna stop everybody and say, before we go in, there's something you need to see, Alexander.
Huh?
Tally, I need you to turn into a dragon and take him. He's gonna point on the map that he probably has.
Mhm.
Here. And that's gonna be on the map the hero village.
Okay.
Well, this is
Or do you
kind
want
of
us to go to the
missing
party?
because of time issues, but you guys are already here. You might as well like go inside and do your business here first.
Alright.
Just saying.
Never mind then.
Sorry, but you know, time constraints. We gotta make it happen in one session. Oh!
No, we don't.
Yep. See, rushed ending. He doesn't want the hiatus.
You guys are eventually gonna make it inside the tower. And you're quickly gonna realize why the hero needed 3 fucking days to climb this thing. It's a death trap in there, and it's pretty fucking big. But luckily, you guys are not here as enemies, so you get a free pass all the way to the top, and it only takes you a couple of hours to get to the top. A couple of hours just climbing. Awesome. Anyway, eventually you make it to the peak where Roderick first met with the necromancer. And
bounce.
you guys enter her chamber. It's basically a giant room with a huge seal around it to control her power. She is enveloped inside a space which she cannot leave because otherwise her power would go berserk. And she's wearing a special type of cloth that restricts her magic even further. Not only that, but she can't even move that much. Basically, even her slightest movements cause a huge amount of energy to spike up. She's just imagine the dragon, the elder dragon that had enough power just with his motions to destroy everything around him. She is on a scale you cannot even imagine beyond that.
Just don't.
Since she
make her
draws power from death, she gets infinitely stronger, basically.
move. I'm gonna bow. I'm gonna kneel in front of her.
She turns to face you guys, and Roderick, as you know, she cannot speak directly because even her words can destroy worlds, pretty much.
Yep.
So you hear telepathically in your heads, "Welcome to my tower. Roderick, please stand."
I do so. I have brought them
Thank
as
you.
you've wished.
Thank you for bringing them here. I have waited a long time for your arrival.
You have?
She nods. I was waiting for you to come even before you were born.
Just go with
It's
it.
not a long time to wait.
Alexander, you have not been to the village of heroes yet, correct?
He nods.
After we are done here, I need you to go there and do something for me.
Okay.
She waits patiently for a while, but since none of you say anything, she just addresses the elephant in the room. No hostility, no malice. Your lives were ruined because of me. Do you not hate me?
Alexander
cannot
looks
wait.
a bit confused. My life was
I
ruined by
destroyed
you?
half your world, did I not? And I influenced many more. Even yours, Toliwa.
I
That's
cannot
true.
hate you. He says I can't hate you. I mean,
This
no.
I was
You
far
go.
away
Just do
from
it.
the I was far away from the conflict that happened here. It seemed a world away with the desert between me and your armies. But even then, I understood those who hated you. But for everything I've been through, I cannot find reason to hate you.
I am grateful for your words. This will make it much more simpler for when I ask something of you.
What do you need?
I
Oh.
need you to go to the village of heroes. I have hidden something there. Something that needs to come back. Something this world needs. It may lead to this world's destruction. I'm not going to lie. But I believe that that's the right thing to do. What the outcome is, That is something you will have to decide for yourselves. Have you been to Emerald?
He nods.
Yes.
Do you agree with how the world is now?
I do not agree it is dying.
Oh, this world is dying, Roderick. It cannot be saved in its current form.
Is there anything I can do to stop it?
She shakes her head. No one can stop the end, Roderick. Do you know why? Because ultimately, no one knows why the end has come. It's just an inevitable part of life. It's ending, so that a new beginning may start. It's up to you to decide whether this world should keep struggling or whether you should make path for a new beginning.
I understand. I shall take them to the village.
You may not yet understand my words, but trust me, it will all become clear very soon. And keep this in mind. The moment factual stories begin spreading from mouth to mouth, they become fiction. Everybody adds their own spin on it. Fiction is a bigger pulling force than facts. That's why it's not uncommon for the truth to simply vanish. Heroes are often misunderstood. It takes a man of a similar caliber to truly understand the weight of their actions and deeds. It's not always about a great war and saving people. Sometimes there's more to it, and that's where the truth is usually forgotten.
Alexander nods.
I nod my head. So be it, my lady.
Whichever hero you choose to support, I cannot help you. I can only watch you from my cage.
You know that I wish I could free you, because if this world is ending, you shouldn't be stuck.
No, Roderick, I need to remain here. You know what happens if I am forced out of it. If another world has to suffer because of me, I can't bear that sin again.
Very well. I mean,
This
He-
cage is my atonement. My place is here.
he grades out very, and you like his hands like grip, like clench. It is your decision, my lady.
I feel that you have made peace with your past, Roderick. I pray that one day you will find more than that. You deserve more than that. I took your past away. I hope there's a future for you, at least.
I do hope as well. But
Taliwa. Oh, excuse me, continue.
no, that's fine. I didn't have much more to say. It's fine. Go on to her.
Taliwa, do not grieve for your world. Though you do not know it, you have indeed saved it. As you already know, the world you saved is in fact your own world in the future. While your people are gone, that world will once again flourish. It may not be today, nor tomorrow, but it will again be alive and full of life. Take pride in what you've done.
Okay.
Alexander, I have nothing to say to you. There is someone else who will do that for me.
I suppose.
She puts on a weak smile, like she can't show too much emotion because pretty much everything she does is gonna cause a calamity. She just looks at you sort of in a loving way, and just looks at you like she understands that you're about to go through hell, but there's nothing she can do but see you off with a smile. Good luck.
I do say, I'll return. And he shrugs.
She
Alexander,
shakes her head. No, Roderick. Your place is not here with me. I gave you a second chance. That second chance will either lead to this world's end or its salvation. Either way, there is no place for you here. You have to find your own future.
He
Come,
just chuckles
come to me
dryly.
once you are dead, once and for all, truly dead. I will find you and I will comfort you, but do not rush to die yet. There is still much you have to do. There is still a life you need to live.
He bellows, once again, says, I swear I will save this world. And then he's gonna get up and start walking away. There's nothing more he needs to.
When
So-
you say that and turn away, she just slightly bows her head and thanks you.
Yep, there's
Alexander
nothing else that needs to be
smiles.
said. At least from him.
Alexander smiles brightly, and he's going to follow Roderick.
I can imagine Tally's like, I'm tired of this shit.
Oh my god. I have to deal
Alexander,
with
by the way,
this.
as you're leaving, she just says, Alexander, don't lose hope. That's why he chose you.
Bam!
Don't worry,
Bomb
it's not
dropped.
that easy to make me lose hope. And hey, if Roderick can't come back, I guess I'll come back to see you. After all, one hero has to watch the big bad of this world.
She doesn't say anything else. As you guys leave. So yeah, your only destination left is the village of heroes.
Heroes of villages.
Yeah, I'll get on the horse immediately. He's gonna be, he'll be silent for the whole journey. Basically. But you can tell there's a new sense of conviction inside of him. As he's like, riding towards it.
So Alexander, a creeping sensation that may have been on the back of your mind. As you approach the hero of village, it does not look the same as it did.
I confused you, I'm
The
sorry.
village of heroes. As you approach the village of heroes, it does not appear the same as it did in your memories. In fact, there is no village. There's only remains. And graves.
Now, where's my giant robot?
No giant robot.
Roderick, let's combine!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah, what you find where the village of heroes should be is only the remains of it. And there's one particular grave that's sticking out like a sore thumb that you can probably check out in the picture.
The last of the Argonauts. I had worried about
I'm just
this.
watching Alexander.
Alexander
I'm
doesn't
just
look
watching.
torn up about it. He didn't know these people. He just got his power from them. But this place is somewhere to be respected, so he treads carefully, as not to accidentally walk over somebody's grave.
These are the heroes of Roger World. Yeah, man, they deserve all the reverence he can give. And I'm gonna go to the grave.
There's a small carving on a rock near the grave at the peak of the mountain. When you read it, it's a quote that you may or may not remember. Turning my back to the lit up town, the path I shall follow is an endless wasteland. There are no miracles or signs, only the night extends before me. I feed on the unwavering spirit and forge my way through the dark journey.
Are you talking to Alexander who might remember that, or is it me?
Well, all of you were there.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Breathe without fear in the
Roderick
face of
was
your
not there at the time.
enemies.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
brave and upright, so God they may love thee. Speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless and do no wrong.
It's a different oath
Summon oaths.
from yours.
Yeah. He's
By the
gonna
way, I'd
kneel
like to remind
down.
you that yeah, even though you don't have the crystals, and you are together, so I'm allowing you to use the crystal's power
Yeah.
twice.
That's what I was gonna say because I was about to use it. Alexander kneels down and he's gonna use energy he gathered up on here.
Okay. So
Swallow.
what you get is a memory. The village of heroes is already destroyed. It's lying in ruins. But in the distance you see a great war being waged. It's coming to an end. The necromancer's armies are falling defeated. Somebody is rushing through the forest, trying to get to this spot. And he makes it. It's the hero of Emerald. For some reason he has come here. But as soon as he comes, he is surrounded by assassins who take his life. After they take his life, you see that the band that you saw enter the tower with him are rushing to this position. Basically, Melissa the fox girl that became Maya's mother and a few of his other companions, including Kruru. They start fighting the assassins and they manage to kill all of them. But that's when another man comes in. You don't exactly see his face, but he slaughters all of his companions and then gives them a proper burial. The man that orchestrated the death of the hero and his companions, after finishing their graves, gives a curt bow and leaves in the darkness. This is the hero of Emerald's grave.
Are you fucking kidding? All right, we gotta go back now.
But there's
Alright.
something else. Alexander, you feel great power beneath the grave. Roderick, you feel it as well. It's the necromancer's power.
Well, time to desecrate a grave.
Alexander's gonna lift his hand up and he's just gonna attempt to strike it through the earth to pull it out. Because he suspects it's not, like, it's soft earth given it's a grave.
No, it's been
So attempt-
there for a few years, so it's not very soft anymore.
Alexander's manly.
Sure he is. Let's say he is.
Yes. A duel.
So you guys decide to desecrate the grave.
Well,
And after
no,
a
I'm gonna.
while,
Oh,
as you
okay.
guys are digging through the grave, eventually something begins to rustle beneath the ground. And as you guys stand back, a hand bursts out of the grave, and eventually a man starts getting out of the grave. Boy, do I feel lousy. He starts coughing as he dusts himself off. You see that he was wrapped in some kind of magical chains that were definitely from the underworld. The necromancer preserved his life, even after he suffered a mortal wound. He is not undead, Roderick. He is actually alive. He was just put in stasis and slumber.
What?
He stands up and takes a look around him. Alexander, what the hell are you doing here? He looks at you again. You've aged.
Aged? What?
Don't you remember?
So, Alexander
He
looks
looks
rightly
around again.
confused.
What year is it? What happened? He looks towards his grave and the graves of those around him. He then falls silent for a moment. It seems like it dawned on him what happened. He then raises his hand towards you guys without facing you and says, "Can you give me a moment, please? I wish to be alone."
Of course.
That's okay.
Roderick's
We
like
need a moment
stunned.
as well.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? There's two of you?
By the
But
way,
he's like-
yeah, while we're going off, Alexander's like elbows Roderick. Why did you give them over? He's like, who did you give the gems to? If he's here.
Him! That's it. I do not know.
Knew
But,
it. The moment it looks nice, I get stabbed in the back.
We must give him time.
After you guys,
Sterling complex.
leave him on his own, he just takes a moment to gather his thoughts and sits down among the graves, which all have his companions' names on them, and just silently stays there for a few minutes. After a few minutes, it seems like he has uh, he's done paying his respects and stands up. He reaches out to grab the blade that was stuck in his grave, but as soon as he lifts up the blade is pretty old and rusted and it falls apart. He sighs and throws the handle away and starts walking down the cliff towards you guys and says, I'm gonna need a new blade.
I don't know if
Alexander.
I have.
He looks
Mhm.
towards you, like you know what he means.
Give him the
Oh.
hilt of your sword.
Yeah, he gets in and pulls out the hilt of the Argonaut sword.
He looks a bit nostalgic as he takes the blade from you. Man, this brings back a lot of memories. I never thought I'd have to use it again. He seems to be sort of stroking with one arm an invisible blade and suddenly it starts materializing with divine energy. And the blade gets restored to its full power. I
was
see
like-
you've been taking good care of it. Some of its power is actually from you.
Aw.
You've sure
That's
grown
right.
since the last time I saw you, Alexander. You seem to have grown into quite the powerful man. He smiles as he looks at you.
I bet you you're his
Alexander just is
son.
out.
I'm just gonna call that right now.
He's looking confused. It's like, what are you talking about? I live on the other side of the world in Vindar. How do you know me?
I met you on one of my adventures when I was still young. I sensed the divine energy inside you, so we trained together. I take it you don't remember much. It makes sense that your memories were wiped out. If you had them, you would have been a threat.
Alexander's looking even more confused. I was in a slums my entire life. What?
I wish I could tell you more, Alexander, but something tells me we don't have a lot of time. What happened to the artifact?
You have it. Or someone looking like you.
I see. So, I take it the one that put me in my grave was my brother.
Fuck, he has a twin. Of course, he has a fucking twin.
He looks at you. What? No, I don't have a twin. What are you talking about?
Oh.
It's
Okay.
probably a doppelganger. Whoever it is now has all the shards, which is now a bother.
I see.
That could not happen.
What of the necromancer? What of her armies?
They're gone.
Still cute, but she's sitting up in a tower right now. She can't really move.
Her armies are gone.
Did we manage to stop them?
You did.
He chuckles bitterly because he knows that by the time he stepped in, half the world was destroyed. If you can call that victory.
You saved a lot of people.
I should have saved more.
The past
It's
is the
always
past.
way, isn't it?
Right.
If we must
I
stop
don't
your
know.
brother.
I don't know if the artifact is in my brother's hands or somebody else, but we cannot let that continue. That artifact must be destroyed once and for all.
Alright. Roderick then looks at him and
It's all so
says,
confusing.
I agree. I'm Roderick of Andor, and you have my blade on this mission.
He smirks and says, I take it you guys don't know my name either. That must be why you don't remember. I am Barnet. Pretty catchy
Barnet.
name, huh? It means leader of men.
I heard that said before. in a nightmare.
Oh, interesting. So somewhere deep in your mind, you actually still had memories of me.
You know, now I think about it, where did I ever learn to use my sword?
He smirks and puffs out his chest. What do you think?
If I can't remember it, how can I still use it? It's weird.
Ain't that just a kick in the balls? You're just
I thought
you're the best.
Alexander looks like I thought I was naturally talented.
By the way, since this guy's clothes are a little worse for wear, unlike the other guy whose hands were hidden with gauntlets, you can see this guy's hand, Alexander, and you see that he has no mark. He's not an Argonaut.
Who do we believe?
Oh man.
Wait, there's another thing. You said before about divine stuff. I always thought that it was just this mark.
No, Alexander. That is proof that you are a man chosen for greatness. That is a mark not very many people bring. The divine magic is completely different. It doesn't matter how strong you are. This mark judges you. He smiles bitterly, and it seems I wasn't deemed worthy.
This is all very confusing. But who
Back when I
stripped me
was
of my
young,
memory?
he sees
What
that
is-
you seem confused, so he continues and says a little about his past. Back when I was young, I traveled. I grew up in the eastern lands. I traveled to the village of heroes when I was 12 years old, and I wanted to become an Argonaut, but they turned me away. I didn't realize at the time that they were looking to see my devotion, to see that I am truly driven and this is simply what I want. They simply wanted to test my conviction, and instead of being persistent about my desire, I was furious. I left the village and I decided that I would travel the world, that I would seek out danger and adventure, that I would grow stronger and return so that when I do, they would accept me. I was a foolish boy back then. Like I said, I simply needed to prove to them how serious I was about what I wanted. And instead, there I was traveling the world by myself. I had a lot of adventures, it was fun, not gonna lie. But by the time I turned 18 and I returned, the village was destroyed by the necromancer. I could not become an Argonaut. And as far as I know, all Argonauts should be dead by now, except for those who were not at the village at the time. Apart from you, I doubt there's any other survivors. The village of heroes is long since dead. They were the first to fall when the necromancer armies rose up. They tried to save and protect all the western lands, but they were too few, and the undead were countless. Their blood was the first to be spilled when this war began. I do not know what you expected to find here, but this is it. He takes a look around the scenery. This is all that remains of the great proud heroes that once protected this world.
Not everything. Just gonna look at Alex. They live on inside of you. As long as you have that mark, you're them.
And Siegfried, do not forget him.
Siegfried? He doesn't know the name. Maybe you should say
yes.
his second name, his family name.
Oh god, I always used to call him his family name, but now I've gotten so used
Hemlock.
to calling him Siegfried. That's it.
Yeah. He definitely knows that name, however. Hemlock. God damn it. When I came to the village when I was 12, the bastard that turned me away was part of the Hemlock family.
Well, it seems like their legacy lives on. He's a great hero. Right now, possibly better than me.
Don't sell yourself short, Alexander. I can see it. in you. You have divine magic. You have the blessing of the winds and both water spirits. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do in battle. That is, if you're willing to fight with me.
Of course. That would be a great honor. Teacher. I still should remember that. Who got rid of my memories anyway?
He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. I know about you, warrior. You already introduced yourself. And I know about your people. They were brave and honorable fighters on the battlefield. And I have fought many of your knights. None of them were to be trifled with. So I will expect great things of you on the battlefield.
Of course, the commander of the lions does not retreat.
He then looks over to you, Taliwa. I believe I do not know you, however, young one. What is your name?
I'm Talila. I'm one of the last druids.
A druid. Hopefully your world fares better than ours. In that case. Druids seem to come with a lot of complications.
Got that right.
Unfortunately, it seems that we are running low on time. I do not know what the person that has the artifact is planning to do with it. And I do not know what I'll be facing. I know one thing for sure though. Whatever that artifact is and whatever's in my way will not stop me. I'm going there. And I'm going to fight until either I take the artifact or I lie dead. What about you? He looks towards all of you guys.
I'm already dead. Might as well fight.
It's what a hero does, isn't it?
The lion. I just say the lion shall march again as well. After he says that, and I'm
What
just gonna.
about you, Taliwa?
Got nothing else to do.
He then smirks and walks up towards you guys and holds his hand forward so you guys can place your hands over his. Four people against the entire world. Sounds about fair odds.
Yeah, it just says I've had worse.
People like us? Yeah, it does. So then, where shall we start?
He says thank you to you guys.
Now then, he's gonna like jump on his horse. Shall we go?
He smirks and then whistles. By the way, as he whistles, Taliwa, you immediately understand what his whistling means. He's summoning a giant rock eagle.
Nice.
Actually, Talia, can you turn into a dragon so I can just ride a dragon into battle?
You got it.
Oh, really? Oh, sweet.
Sorry for the coffin. Well then, let's go give this this imposter a wild birth.
Yeah, and I just get on Talila as like she's in her dragon form. I already let my horse go. Like I'm probably sending it towards the druid's place since that's the only place you can live in over here.